All right, let's just dive right into this explainer. We're looking at a massive opportunity today, how global street foods are literally paving the way for low capital culinary businesses. In today's cutthroat food industry, just standing out is half the battle, right? You have to keep innovating. But here's the secret: the best innovation isn't always about inventing something out of thin air, it's about looking at what's already crushing it on the streets around the world. Today, we're going to explore how you can take these international street foods and turn them into highly profitable, universally loved products right in your own local market, all without breaking the bank. Here's our game plan. First, we'll cover the global culinary context, then dissect the anatomy of a street food hit. After that, we'll dive into some Asian sensations, followed by Western and Middle Eastern bites, and finally, a roadmap for surviving the industry.
Section 1. The Global Culinary Context.
To survive out there, you absolutely have to stand out. And international street food is basically the ultimate canvas for that. Think about the traditional approach to opening a food spot. You're usually locked into these super rigid local recipes, high ingredient costs, and honestly, brutal competition. But modern global street food? It's a completely different ballgame. It's incredibly flexible. You're taking eating habits from halfway across the world and adapting them to local tastes. And the best part? Consumers, especially younger demographics, jump on these trends like wildfire. It opens up an amazing opportunity for absolutely anyone wanting to jump into the culinary world without needing a massive budget. Moving on to Section 2, the anatomy of a street food hit. So why exactly do these specific snacks blow up? Well, in our digital era, people don't just eat with their mouths anymore. They eat with their smartphone cameras. Global street food is practical. It's fast and simple to eat on the go. But the aesthetic? That is a total game changer. Foods from places like Korea or Mexico go viral because they look amazing on a social media feed. This photogenic quality is a massive business advantage. It literally lets you charge a higher price point without needing fancy, expensive ingredients. Plus, you only need basic equipment for a casual stall setup. It's the perfect match for the modern urban crowd. All right, Section 3, Asian Sensations. Let's look at some absolute stars. First up, we've got Japan's legendary takoyaki. With just a simple, molded pan, you can whip up this iconic Japanese snack that has become a total staple for local foodpreneurs. And the base recipe is shockingly simple. You just mix flour, an egg, some water, a little broth, and basic seasonings into a liquid batter. Heat up your pan with some oil, pour it in, drop in your filling, add a bit more batter, and then just keep continuously flipping them until you get those perfect golden brown little spheres. Top the whole shebang with mayo, sweet takoyaki sauce, and katsubushi flakes, and boom, you've got a premium-looking product for just pennies. But here's where it gets really clever from a business standpoint. You don't even need expensive octopus, which is the traditional filling. Notice how easily you can swap that out for sausage, crab stick, cheese, or minced chicken. This keeps your profit margins super high while perfectly catering to what locals actually want to eat. That flexibility is exactly why this product thrives long-term. Now let's look at two totally different Asian hits. On one hand, you have the Vietnamese banh mi targeting the health-conscious crowd. You just need a mini baguette, grilled chicken breasts, some pickled veggies, and spicy mayo. You get this fresh, healthy vibe, and you can charge a premium for it. On the flip side, look at the Indian aloo tikki. This is brilliant for a budget-conscious demographic. You literally just mash up 4 potatoes with everyday spices like chili powder and turmeric, use a little cornstarch to bind it, and fry it. It's incredibly cheap, super unique, easily adoptable, and the profit margins are huge. And the kicker? The capital required for both is practically zero. Okay, look at the croffle. This Korean trend went completely viral entirely because of its stunning visual appeal. And the absolute best part, you just buy frozen croissant dough from a baking supplier. Seriously, you take a sheet of instant dough, roll it up, brush it with a little butter so it crisps up, dust it with sugar, and press it in a waffle maker for 4 to 6 minutes. That's it. Pull it out golden brown and load it out with powdered sugar, chocolate, cheese, or a matcha glaze. The visual payoff compared to the effort is just off the charts. Looking at all these Asian successes, it really makes you wonder, why exactly do we crave these foreign flavors so much? And why do they fit so perfectly into our local food scenes? Well, that brings us to Section 4, Western and Middle Eastern bites. The answer is simple. They perfectly combine novelty with comfort. Take the Mexican quesadilla, for example. It is unbelievably fast to assemble in a modern booth setup, but it has a super high perceived value simply because of that melting mozzarella cheese. You just sauté some shredded chicken or minced meat with salt, pepper, and oregano, grab a simple tortilla, throw it on a hot pan, add your meat and cheese, fold it in half, and grill it until the tortilla is perfectly browned. Cut it into wedges, serve it with salsa or spicy mayo, and you're done. It's hot, filling, and incredibly photogenic when that cheese pulls apart. Then you have the American corn dog. This right here brilliantly illustrates how to capture the youth demographic. Kids and teens are absolutely obsessed with these. They're visually fun, dirt cheap to produce, and highly addictive. Just grab some sausages or mozzarella sticks, dip them in a thick, simple batter of flour, egg, and milk, roll them heavily in panko breadcrumbs, and fry them up. Serve it with some sauce, and you have an instant street food classic that translates to literally any market. Moving over to the Middle East, let's talk about falafel. If you want to tap into the massive healthy food trend, this is your plant-based, high-margin superstar. You take soaked chickpeas, blend them with a little garlic, shallot, cumin, salt, pepper, and just a tablespoon of flour to bind it. Fry those up into little balls and stuff them inside a warm pita with some fresh lettuce, tomato, and a drizzle of tahini or yogurt sauce. Chickpeas are phenomenally cost-effective, so you're offering a trendy, healthy option while keeping your costs super low. And check out the roti john from neighboring Malaysia. This is the ultimate late-night street food because it offers a massive filling portion. You start with a long sub roll, beat a couple of eggs, and mix in some chopped sausage or minced chicken and onions. Pour that right onto a hot margarine pan and then immediately press the open bread face down onto the cooking eggs so it sticks. Once it's cooked, flip it over, load it with spicy sauce and mayo, fold it, and serve it hot. It's literally a full meal, making it an absolute powerhouse for late-night sales. Okay, bringing it all home with Section 5, surviving the industry. Because let's be real, having a killer recipe is only half the battle. To actually survive, you need a clear progression. On day 1, your only focus should be perfect consistency and flawless hygiene. Without those two things, no food business survives. But by week 1, you need to shift gears and master your photogenic presentation. Remember, these global foods sell because they look amazing on camera. By month 1, you're using those gorgeous photos to launch creative social media promos. If you stick to this path, by year 1, you can achieve rapid brand awareness. In this game, your product's aesthetic literally does the marketing for you. So armed with these low-capital, camera-ready recipes, the only question left is this: which corner of the globe is going to inspire your culinary empire? Are you going to go with the cheesy, irresistible pull of a Mexican quesadilla, the viral, crispy bite of a Korean croffle, or maybe the hearty, late-night warmth of a Malaysian roti john? The opportunities are out there, the barrier to entry has literally never been lower, and the market is incredibly hungry for what you can create. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and I seriously can't wait to see your brilliant global street food creations out there in the world.